Hey everybody, today we're here at Monroeville Community Park East. It's raining, it's a little bit windy, but as long as it's not storming, we're going for it. We're gonna do some frisbee golf. We were here once before, just to find a geocache on the other side. We went down, it was like a terrain 4 down the mountainside there, so I'll try and link that video down below. You can go back and check that out. This first hole is a par 3, you can see it down there through the trees, so let's send it. All right, that first one was pretty big. The starts back there. We threw it way up here somewhere. If I can get par on any one of these 18 holes, I'm counting that as a win. So there's our frisbee, and the hole is down through those 4 trees. Threw it right into the tree. Oh my gosh. All right. Here comes the rain too. All right, so that second throw didn't do us much. I threw it and it hit this tiny tree right here. Hole's still down there. All right, the third throw took the worst roll possible. There's the hole, and went down here by the tree, and then it rolled the whole way down here to the start of hole 2. And the only reason it stopped is because it smacked the sign for the start of hole 2. So gotta throw it back up the hill. All right, this is throw 5. This is for 2 over par. What is that? Double bogey? Oh, and I missed. All right, so first hole's tough. It was a par 3. I got 6. On to hole 2. All right, here's hole 2, par 4. And if you're not familiar with disc golf, it's just like golf, where you want the lowest score possible, except the hole is that cage you saw on hole 1 where you throw the frisbee into it, and that's the end goal. Hole 2's down there. It says it's 400 and some yards, so par 4. If I can get par on just one of these 18 holes, I'll be a happy camper today. Throw 1, pretty good. We're up here in the middle, actually. Must have took a good roll. I think it started off to the left there. All right, I took a good bounce on throw 2. It bounced off these trees and it rolled down here, thankfully. All right, let's bring out the putter frisbee. There's different kinds, I guess, right, for disc golf. I got these from Ollie's. They were like 3 or 4 for 15 bucks. And used them on a couple courses before, but didn't realize how many disc golf courses existed. So this is the putter. I guess it's a little bit more flat on the edges. For closer throws, we're on throw 4 for hole 2, whereas the driver is a little bit sharper, so you get a further throw. We're up here. Let's put this in for 5sies. All right, onward to hole 3. Up through here. All right, so hole 3 is a par 3, and it's down off to the right there. Ooh. I think I went out into the other hole there, kind of out of bounds, so to speak. Here, theoretically, they have a boundary line set up. I threw it way over here. I think there's this, oh, Groundhog. There he goes. Didn't expect to see a groundhog. You never know what you're gonna see out in the woods. Anyways, this is shot 2, hole 3. Might be able to get par, but I gotta be careful. I can't throw it off this cliff edge down here, so I gotta go short. Oh yeah, also frisbee golf is, at least the courses that I've played, are more generally in the woods. There's shot 2. The hole's behind those trees, unfortunately. Let's see how steep this edge. This wasn't as steep as I thought, but still, didn't want to throw it over there. Let's see if we can get par on this one. Oh, almost. Apparently I didn't hit record, but 4, so bogey. I don't know where the next hole is. Might be down here. Oh, I see. There's different starting points for each hole because I just didn't know any better. There's 3 starting points per hole, supposedly. There's the red flags, which are the easiest, and I've still not been getting par. There's the white flags, and then there's the blue flags, which in our case are down there on the cliffside. So to get to the most challenging start is I gotta not fall down the hill here. That's the big plan. It's down here. Up there is the starting one. Maybe I'll stick with the short tees this first disc golf course that I'm filming, because I didn't even make it to the easy starting point. It's this throw 2. A beautiful throw 2, but it's rolling down the hill. I'm not sure. Okay, it landed. I should have started at the easy tee. I might actually got par on this one, but it's too late. So this will be stroke 3 up here, and the hole is up through the woods there. All right, so let's see if we can get a bogey, a 4 on a par 3 here. So this will be our 4th throw on this par 3. This is from the hard tee, so I feel pretty good about this if we get it in. All right, come on. I hit the top of it. That's all right. Here we go. 5-sies. Cloudy day, but the woods are beautiful right now. The leaves are turning. Okay, hole 5. I guess the hole is up through those trees somewhere. All right, so for beginners like me, I'm starting up here with the red flags. I'd like to get par on one of these. All right, so hole 5, I took a bad bounce. I was going up, and I hit that little tree. So actually didn't get very far at all. Okay, here's stroke 2. I think the hole's up here somewhere, over this hill. Okay, that throw was a lot better. We're up here behind this big tree. Okay, so it's just me and there's 2 people ahead, so I gotta take my time now because I don't want to overrun the people that are ahead of me. I didn't expect anyone else to be here today. I got a super good bounce on the 3rd throw. Not sure where it went, but it hit this long tree here. It's still pretty far. Hole's there. This is for par. Oh, look at that view though. Beautiful view. I should have filmed that one. It went up, around, right beside it, and rolled down just a little bit. All right, so this one I believe is throw 5. So it'll be 1 over par. Nice. All right, hole 6 is a par 3. Let's go see the throwing options. This is the red start. Down there's a white start, and I think the blue start's down there on the corner of the mountain. See the cars passing down there, way down that hill. But the blue start, let's just see what this looks like. So down there off the cliffside's the road. That's crazy, the red flag's the whole way up there. Okay, my first throw got up just beyond the red flag, the initial starting flag. So let's go check it out. All right, gotta get back up this muddy slope here. Boots help with that. Whoa. Okay, so down there is a start. Yeah, so here's the red start. We ended up there. Not bad. So the second throw here, I'm ashamed to say, bounced right off that tree. This one, I'm glad I started on the blue anyways, I guess. Throw 3 is there. In for, I think, throw 6. I'll have to look back. Oh, Just missed it. Seems like this takes us on the outskirts of the community park east. I haven't actually got to explore all these outsides of the park because we came for the geocache that one time. So this is a nice different adventure. I try not to film the same place twice, but sometimes if it's like a different mission at the same place or a different adventure, I want to get that on film. All right, this hole 7 is a par 3. This is the one I'm confident that I'm going to get par on. There's the blue tee, white tee, and the red tee is up here, and the hole is actually very much in view. So hole 7, where are you? I said it was in view, but it still looks like it's back there a ways, but I think we can get the par 3 on this. It was good, except it went into the bushes. First throw went the whole way down into these bushes. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to play it from in there. That's gonna kind of mess up throw 2. Look at all these walnuts on the ground. So many. But it was a good first throw except for the bush thing. Let's see. Hello. Ah, it's in there. I don't know. Get in there and see what I can do, I guess. This might not be my par 3. I probably should have just took the stroke. Let's see. Here we are. Still a pretty good distance to the hole, but we got out of the bush. It was so close, it hit the post and it bounced. All right, we got a 4 on hole 7, so 1 above par. Still got 11 more chances to get par on one of these holes. Let's go see what's next. We're going up the hill. There's that sign that says next tee. All right, we were down in the woods. Now we're up on what I'd call a fairway. There's a soccer field over there. I'm guessing hole 8 is up around the end of this fence here. It's a pretty big field. Hole 8 should be right up here, I believe. There's a starting point. I don't know if there's more than one. Looks like there's a canister or something over here. Let's see what that's about. Looks like somebody left the thermos, and that's a good one too. That's a Yeti. Not sure why they left that, but must have been a reason to leave a good canister, so I'm not going to pick it up either. Okay, so hole 8's a par 3. I can see the yellow icon just over the hill for the hole. There's the start. This could be my par 3. Let's see where that landed. I think we went a little too far to the left. All right, this one could be the 1, right? So there's the frisbee. There's the hole. This is for 2, and then 3 would be par. Oh, okay. I think that'll do it. All right, so throw 2 got us to here. I think we're gonna use a putter and lob it in for 3sies. This could be for par. Let me get the backpack off my back. All right, take this one seriously for par. Yes, barely. All right, we're halfway through. This is hole 9. This is a par 4, and it's pretty straight ahead as long as I don't go off into the trees. It's right down that slanted fairway there. Not much of a chance on this. When I threw it, it went up by that red tree there. It hit the bank, rolled the whole way back down, and now it's right in front of me. So this will be throw 2 from there. All right, throw 2 was way better, but it rolled down and way off to the right, but still better. Somewhere down here. Yeah, see, now I gotta go up through the woods. 3 got me back on the fairway and a little bit further. That one took a bad bounce off to the left, so now I gotta go find it. Gotta stop throwing it to the left. All right, this is for throw 6, but I gotta be careful not to launch it down the hill. I should have filmed that because you won't believe it, but I got that in 6, so 2 over par, but we'll take it. Coming up on hole 10, and this one is up on a cement block. That one's up high. All right, I'm gonna start up at the red tee for this. So I think I might be able to par 3 this. That was actually a really good throw. I thought I had a moment there where it might have went in, but it didn't. Went up and around the backside, so let's see. I reckon I might be improving. There's the Frisbee. There's the hole. This is for 2, so this might get me birdie if I can land it, but it's up on that cement block. I should have filmed that, but it's up in there. So I think that's a birdie. I'm gonna go back and check to make sure. Yeah, see, this one's up so high, they got a little step here for vertically challenged individuals. Thankfully, actually, I might be vertically challenged here. Lift it up and out like this. Let's go confirm that this was a par 3, because this might be my first birdie ever, even though it's on the easier red flags. It's still birdie. Yes, it was in fact a par 3. First birdie. All right, so this one is massive. This is hole 11, par 5. Even the starting point is 570 yards. All right, this must be the red starting point for hole 11. The white starting point was way back by those soccer nets. So in order to give myself a chance, I'm gonna start from the red starting point. All right, throw 1 was pretty good. We're up there by that light pole somewhere. Didn't quite make it to the light pole. Here's throw 2, I guess it's over this hill somewhere. Having some really good throws this time. I'm down by this tree line somewhere, so we might make the 5. That was throw 2, and I see the hole way down in the woods behind that yellow greenish tree. All right, throw 3 stuck us up on the hillside somewhere. All right, there we are. See the hole way down there? This is throw 4. Throw 4 went far, but in the wrong direction. I'm way over here, so maybe I can get like 7 or something. We'll see. It's either 5 or 6. Probably 6. I think this is 6. Here we are. Went up and crashed into those pine trees there. I don't think I'm gonna make this, but maybe the next one. No. Oh, it hit it and bounced. 8. It's supposed to be a par 5, but we'll take it. Oh, the wind almost took it again. Whew. All right, that was not my finest hour. Hole 11, I got an 8 on a par 5, and I started from the shortest distance possible. Let's go redeem ourselves on the next hole. All right, this is hole 12, par 4, and I think it's way out there behind those trees. Throw 2 went really well. It bonked into one of those trees up there, but we'll take that. Not bad on throw 3. I clipped the tree again. Don't think we're gonna get par, but we'll try for it. Clipped one of these coming out of the woods. Almost had a miraculous 4, but you can see it bounced off here to the right, and I threw that one to see if I could get any closer, but you see 4 here bounced off, so going for 5s. We'll take 5. I don't actually see the next hole, so I guess I gotta walk around till I find it. Somebody's house is up there. Yeah, I don't see a hole 13 back here, so I might have to go back over the hill and find it, I guess. Okay, so hole 12 ended there. 13 isn't off to our left there, so it's gotta be, I guess, back up this hill somewhere. This woodsy trail looks promising. Maybe there's a hole up there. Oh yeah, there we go. Next tee, up the hill. Okay. That's a decent sized hill. All right, here's hole 13. Another par 3. This is pretty. This is just kind of hanging off to the left of the course here. That one wasn't bad, but it went off into the woods, which made it bad. It hit a tree. Oh, wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought the hill was gonna be steep there, but we're good. We can play it from there. We'll take that. This is for par. Nope. Took me 6. I missed throw. That's the first throw you saw, and then I missed the other like 2 or 3 after that. Check this out up here. It's a little lighthouse in a cement block. Pretty cool. Not sure what that's doing there. On to the next hole. All right, I'm gonna play this one from the far one just for fun. The red one starts on top that hill. It was a strong throw in a bad direction. I needed to go on top the hill. I'm over in the woods patch. There's the red start. Here we are. Try and go between these trees for shot 2. Here we go, shot 2. There's a tree behind me too, so. That'll work. Let's go see where that is. Not sure where the hole is. I guess it's, oh, it's over there in the woods. So this will be 3. Here we are. Down in there's the hole. Definitely not gonna make 4, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get 2 above par, so 2 more throws. I got taken down by this tree right here in front of me. It hit it and it just bounced right down. So this is for 1 above par, and you can see the path is no good. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Oh, it took a terrible roll. There's the hole. The landing was not bad, but it rolled the whole way down here. We'll take 2 above par. All right, on to hole 15. Hole 15, par 3, and I think I have a good chance at this. All right, next shot is for birdie. Birdie took a long roll. Let's see where we are. Okay, I think I can do par here. Yeah, that's a par. All right, so I think we had 2 pars so far and 1 birdie. Take those on to hole 16. This one's interesting. We're back in the woods. This is a par 3 through the tree line. It's down in there somewhere. First throw, not bad. It went the distance. I missed all the trees, but I sliced it off to the left here somewhere. Let's see. There we are. Not bad. If we can miss these trees, we can probably do a par again. Let's see. I smacked right into this really thin tree right here and off to the side. Still might be able to get par. I hit the chains and it bounced off. You can see they're still moving. Bounced off behind it. All right, that's a 4, so 1 above par. 2 holes left. It's a lot of walking. Not sure if I filmed that last one there. I just got into it. It was up and off to the, which if it's that your right or left, I don't know. But it's up there a ways, so it was par 4, I got 6, but quite a fun course. Thanks for watching. If you like the disc golf courses, let me know. Just thought I'd give it a try, so thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.